the Western Conference, All-Star reserves for 2023. All-Star game, by the way, taking place via a Western Conference team in Utah. As the Jazz will have a representative. We'll get to that in a second. But first things first, let's kick it off with the no-brainers. Obviously, Memphis was going to get one in. They didn't realize they would get two. How about Ja Morant, one of the NBA's most sensational talents, a box office young man. Ja Morant is representing those Grizzlies. This is a no-brainer selection. Ja Morant, very much so deserving of an all-star nod. He is a great player and one of the future faces of this league. He's joined as a guard by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. To me, another no-brainer with the season that Shai's having. One of the top scorers in the league. He's got the Oklahoma City Thunder probably 2 years ahead of schedule. Keep in mind, they're going to get Chet Holmgren back and maybe another lottery pick going forward. So it's obvious right now is the time to put Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in as an all-star. He's doing it with pretty much the same team from last year. Congratulations to Shai. Another no-brainer for me was none other than the legend himself, Dame Dollar, Damian Lillard, will once again be representing the Portland Trail Blazers as an all-star. Damian Lillard solidified his spot since the clock turned 23. He was great before, but obviously since we've gotten into 2023 over the last 3 weeks, he's been unreal. He's been on, we calling it Damon time or Demon time for those out there. Now, here are some of the ones that will leave you, up for debate. For the first time, how about, for the Kings at least, how about Domantas Sabonis making the all-star team representing the Sacramento Kings, the lone representative for Sacramento. Domantas Sabonis is another one of those guys that can go get you a triple-double every night. Nikola Jokic kind of has debranded Sabonis a little bit. If no Jokic, then we would talk about what Sabonis does night in, night out a lot more. But he's phenomenal. And to me, I had him on my ballot as an all-star. How about Lauri Markkanen? We spoke about him earlier. Lauri's making the game for the first time. Very deserving, by the way. This is not just a gimme pick because the game's in Utah. No, Lauri Markkanen was one of the best forwards in the first half of the season and deserving of a nod. I wouldn't have had a problem with putting Lauri in over Zion just because Zion's missed so many games. Lauri's been available for the Utah Jazz, and congratulations to him on just being a part of the festivities for the first time in his career. Now, here's two that I did not agree with, but I want to show these two gentlemen some love. Paul George, the Clippers' lone representative in the All-Star Game 2023. I am shocked and dumbfounded by this one. Congratulations to PG, though, averaging over 20 points. I thought Kawhi was going to get this spot for the Clippers. I am very shocked by this decision. I thought Kawhi's been the Clippers' better player. Paul George has missed his share of time as well. This one, we'll talk about it more in a second here. I want to announce the last All-Star reserve for the first time in his career. We're going back to my hometown of Memphis and showing some love to Jaren Jackson Jr. You think I was shocked about Paul George? You don't even want to know how shocked I was that Jaren is making his first ever All-Star game. Congratulations to the young brother. Triple J is one of the leaders in the clubhouse for Defensive Player of the Year. He is obviously the anchor of that very good Grizzlies energetic defense that they bring out to the court pretty much every night in the league. Congratulations to Jaren Jackson Jr. on making his first ever All-Star game. Now, I have problems with the West. I have problems with this lineup, and again, Paul George over Kawhi is ridiculous to me. Ridiculous. So, I mean, hey, if that's Clipper business. So they want to go with PG over Kawhi. At least it's not taking a spot from a guy from another team. And the only thing I like about this, with Kawhi not making the game, is hopefully that means he'll try to play more the next year. I like that for the fans. The only problem is PG doesn't play a lot more than Kawhi, but Kawhi is one of the greater talents of this generation. It'll make him get back out there and play more next year. He ain't going to like not being an all-star. I know Kawhi shows the world that he ain't got an ego. That's his brand, whatever. Behind the scenes, Kawhi Leonard will be very pissed about not being named an all-star. Trust and believe that. I don't care what he give y'all in front of the camera. Stop it. Him and old Unc will not be happy about him not making this All-Star game one bit. Jaren Jackson Jr. being named an All-Star over De'Aaron Fox and C.J. McCollum to me is ridiculous, period. If you watch basketball, I'm not talking about super fans of whomever team. If you watch basketball and you see what De'Aaron Fox and C.J. McCollum are asked to deliver for their teams, even when Sabonis and Zion are playing, let alone the fact that McCollum pretty much did it in 2023 without Zion. Like, when you look at what CJ's asked to do for his team night in, night out, it's just more of a responsibility. Jaren Jackson can have a bad game. He can foul out of a basketball game. And because they got this great young guard by the name of Ja Morant, Memphis can still win. Other games, Desmond Baines, Dylan Brooks steps up. Sometimes Steven Adams is the team's best big before he went down. Sometimes it's Brandon Clark. Trust me, I watch a lot of Memphis basketball. Jaren Jackson is their leader on defense, and if he wins Defensive Player of the Year because that Grizzlies defense is so good, I think Taylor Jenkins should get more credit for that defense. I wouldn't be surprised. But All-Star, to me, when we start talking about All-Star spots, All-Stars got to be there every night. All-Stars can't foul out of games, big games consistently. That ain't the definition of an All-Star. And when I think All-Star, I don't think people are paying their hard-earned money to go watch Triple J play basketball. No disrespect to him. He seems to be, a really good dude, and he's balling. Be clear, for the second year in a row, I just don't think he's an All-Star, though. That's just me. Those are my two standouts out west. Anything else, I feel like I'm reaching. If it comes to me, it comes to me. Those are the two things, though, that I think stands out to me. Devin Booker, no Anthony Davis, Devin Booker. Both of those guys missing the game because of their injuries, and I'm happy with that. By the way, I'm happy that we're not rewarding these Kentucky guys that are phenomenal top 10 talents, but they get hurt every damn year. Every year is something with both of those guys, and I'm happy that the league said we ain't rewarding these injury-prone guys. We're not doing it this year. So those are really the only standouts I got. Let me know what you think about the Western Conference reserves. We obviously did another video about the Eastern Conference reserves. Are you excited for All-Star Game 2023? Let me know who you believe will get the nod of All-Star Game MVP, even though we don't really know the teams yet. Those teams, by the way, will be picked on actual All-Star Day.